Here, the little beauty, and they're in great shape again. I mean, they don't look the team that they've looked in recent seasons for large parts, but they find a way, Rio.
Huge experience in that change room, but what they do is better than anyone at the moment is they can go into games, underperform, below par, and still have the individuals to come and pull them out. If it's not Cristiano Ronaldo, like it wasn't tonight, it's the two young guns come in, Vasquez and Asensio, score goals. Martial, they've got abundance of talent in this team that can at any moment take the game by the scruff of the neck and get them a result.
And a manager who's making good substitutions. I know Stephen mentioned it, but it's certainly a fact.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen it do it in the run-up against PSG. I mean, his team selection was fantastic. Asensio and Vasquez in the team, bringing them extra pace. And he brought the one at the right time sometimes as well. When you get a bit lucky, and that's, I don't want to say he's a lucky manager, but as a manager you do need a bit of luck. When sometimes you're bringing someone on and they go and score, it changes the face of the game. But putting Vasquez at right back was a big call. We're all questioning it here, and he did brilliantly in the last 20 minutes.
He's Zinedine Zidane. He could play a bit as well, couldn't he? Yeah. He was not bad at all. Where do you see it at the moment, these two? I mean, I've watched these two sides this season. I don't think either of them are quite as exhilarating as we've seen in recent times. I think it's very winnable for your club.
Yeah, I think Jurgen and the boys will watch that tonight, and both teams have got big weaknesses that Liverpool can exploit. I think this Bayern Munich team and squad they had tonight's not good enough to go to the Bernabeu and overturn this 2-1 lead. They need Coleman back, they need Alaba back to give them a bit of help. They might push Real Madrid all the way, but
it doesn't look good for either Robin, Boateng's injured, Vidal, Neuer of course as well. It's a big list, isn't it?
I can't see them recovering. If you go off in the first half like that, normally it's at least a couple of week injury.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I suppose Juve proved it's doable.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, I think that's something that's a positive for this Real Madrid team. They've seen it happen already this season, and the experience should tell them, listen, we're not going to fall into that zone again. Yeah. And I think the way they approached the game today was quite conservative in the first half especially, but Zidane, again, just reiterating what the boy said, his tactics, his substitutions at good times paid off for him today.
Certainly did. Let's remind ourselves how...
If there's no pressure on the ball, the first thing you do is go backwards to protect your own goal. You can't stand still and let a runner run past you. So he's just half to blame as well.
Yeah, we saw Marcelo there, didn't we, where he went to get the ball and the keeper cleared the other ball out and then he didn't chase back. But what he gives you going certainly is massive difference. Going at half-time and then he makes the changes. Asensio, one of his substitutes, comes... Isn't he?
Yeah,
Although
he's a fantastic
struggled to get a regular game.
Yeah, no, he's got fantastic ability. But one thing we were talking about here in the studio before the game finished is making them substitutions and Gareth Bale doesn't get on the pitch is a huge statement. Yeah. And the future of Gareth Bale at this football club at the moment, when two substitutions are coming on before him as they did today and made big changes in the game,
it's hard to see him being at Real Madrid next season, isn't it?
I think the statement's a good word, because sometimes, say they want him, he's a great player, we know that, but sometimes if the club's moving in the one direction, they keep him on the bench, bringing the young players on. It's a statement to say in the summer things are going to change.
The thing is as well, he's bringing Benzema on before him, and Benzema's offering 0. So that's another concern for him.
Can I just say you said that, not me? I tend to get in trouble.
Benzema's one of your mates, isn't he?
I'm a big fan of Benzema, but I just, anyway, let's not go there. Gets me into trouble. But wait, Bayern had so many chances despite of that. So you've got to do it. The one thing he's got to do is in the massive game, and he's not quite done that yet. And yet again, he was found wanting.
Well, yeah, and he's a great striker, and he's done it in many a big game, but sometimes people look back on your career, it is those really goals.
Well, he has scored 6 in semi-finals,
Of course, we all remember 4 goals against Real Madrid years ago. We're not questioning the fact he's a great striker, but I think, Ronaldo, he's on an absolute pedestal because he's done it time and time again to actually win the trophies, and it's going to be difficult for him to do it this year.
It's unfair to compare him to the likes of Cristiano, because he's
that is a different level. Of course, it's not a benchmark, it's different.
Okay, still to come before we finish at 10:15. We'll look forward to Arsenal's big Europa League semi-finals.